I'm your host, Welcome 23. You're joining me for Vampire Girl 3, Chapter 10. You're now playing as Kayla in the aftermath of your rescue from the savage bear and kidnapped from the battlefields of Inferno. Adrenaline pumps through you as your limbs shake. The bear lays on the ground dead. The tiger is somehow Tavian Gray, the man who saved your life, kidnapped you, and then saved you again. He lays in the cold snow unconscious as blood stains the ice, a cherry deep red. Tavian is a tiger. How is that kind of magic possible? It can't be. Who is this man? A druid? A high fae? A demon? A druid? He's not like anyone I've ever met, or even heard of. You look out through the trees towards Stonehill Castle. This is my chance to escape and find out what happened. Finn and Ari. You turn to Tavian and grimace. For all he's done, he still did save you. I can run. If I leave him here, he'll die. Maybe that's not my problem. He's intended to sell me to Menci as a prisoner. But he also saved my life twice. Once in a frozen lake and now from this bear. I'll have to save him. Because I owe him one. I don't need his blood on my hands, especially not when I'm indebted to him already. Whoever this Tavian is, it's clear he didn't mean for this to happen. He really didn't know that I was trying to save Finn and Ari. The cave's not far. I can take him there. Carefully stride over to him and roll him onto his back, careful not to jostle his wounded body too much. So you end up dragging him. Come on, tiger. You're not dying today. You tug on Tavian's unconscious body and slowly inch across the forest. His heels leave long lines in the snow, and you hope you're doing more good than harm. After nearly a mile of dragging Tavian's dense, muscled body, you finally set him down in the cave. You hop over to Tavian and wrap him in a thin blanket, trying your best to thaw his chilled form. The cold from the snow has reduced the swelling, and it looks like it's managed to slow the blood loss too. That's good. May have saved him his life. He's so battered. Your hands feel his chest and then trail down across his abdomen, your fingers delicately tracing each bump of rigid muscle. You pretend it's to examine his wound, but a small part of you knows better. The man is a work of art. Suddenly a large hand grips your wrist, stopping you. A sharp breath putters from your mouth. If you wanted access, princess, all you had to do was ask. Tavian props himself up on his elbows and flinches only slightly at the pain of his movement. I can't believe he's cracking jokes after what he just went through. I'll say, got all the access I need. I just dragged your naked body for nearly a mile. Not much of you I haven't seen. Sounds like we're even then. I'm surprised you stuck around. You could have left me for dead and saved yourself. Maybe I should have. So why didn't you? Well, just be grateful I saved you. I had a moment of mercy, so I chose to keep you alive. Plus I needed answers. What kind of answers? You became a tiger. How? That type of magic doesn't exist. Says the shade who's lived with vampires her whole life. He slowly stands, holding the blanket close to his skin. And living in the Outlands would have taught me more? You know so little of your people, of our magical ancestry. You think the Outlands, as you call them, are all that's left of the Fae? What are you talking about? All Faes are either slaves or wandering rogues. Come with me to meet Menci, the water druid, and I'll show you otherwise. There's a whole other world out there. One that vampires don't know about. Your people are very much alive, princess. Impossible. My brothers and I raided every inch of this world. You've raided every inch of this world you believe to exist. There is so much more. A part of you doesn't want to believe him, but he speaks with such confidence, so matter-of-factly, that you feel silly arguing. You cross your arms and breathe out a huff of air, the steam rising in the cold cave. So, how am I supposed to trust you? He peeks outside, letting the fur drop from his body for a moment. He sighs as he stretches his tight back muscles. After only a quick glance, you immediately snap your gaze back to his face, determined to stay focused. Look, you saved my life, I'm indebted to you. But I'm not going to hand you over to Menci, at least not as my prisoner. You can leave now if you want, I won't stop you. Even though I've no captive to ransom, I'm going to travel to Menci. There are answers I need from her, and I think you need some too. To come with me, we'll travel together and I'll be your guide. How would we get there, to the Fae? We can travel by waystone. There's one close by. What do you say? I will go. Well, doesn't matter. I don't think I could get one past you, you know. Swear it, or I'm through here. You can keep your secrets for all I care. I swear, no more tricks. You look at his mesmerizing green eyes and see something behind them. Power, maybe you're a dark past. But it's what you don't see that comforts you. It's obvious Tavian means you no harm. You nod, accepting his offer. Alright, Tavian Gray, when do we leave? Come, the fire has warmed us. Let's return to my horse and make our way to the waystone. By the time we get there, it will be morning. Might want to, I don't know, put on some clothes. He stands up and you realize his satchel was left in the cave. He rummages through it for some clothes and slips them on. You mount Tavian's horse together and ride through the night. The next morning you arrive with Tavian to the waystone. He stops his horse as you both hop off. You both approach the waystone near the entrance. The wall sits in the damp cave, decorated with symbols of Fae, a handprint in the center. A large stone is engraved with the Fae characters you can't translate. Tavian approaches the stone, massive enough that it even towers over Tavian's size. You run your fingers over the carved stone. So, what about your horse? You nod at the beast. It whines, and then trots just out of the cave in search of some grass. He doesn't like the waystone. He'll be fine without us. Are you coming? Tavian raises an eyebrow. You sigh, and the pressure bearing down on you. I'm already this far in. Might as well see this place with my own two eyes. Happy to hear. I'll have some lovely company for the journey. Tavian presses his hand against the center stone print and winces. A spike pierces his palm. The blood oozes down and traces through the rock's carvings. Suddenly, the stone grinds open, revealing a slab that Tavian leads you onto. The slab begins moving, dropping you into the ground, traveling through the core of your world. Where are we going? Where's this secret land where Fae roam free? Avakari, the Fae kingdom on the other side of the world. Other side? You'll see soon enough. Tavian takes your hand in his warm grip soothes your anxiety as he gently wraps his fingers in yours. Prepare yourself. It helps to hold hands. Prepare for what? Suddenly, gravity ceases to function. You both begin floating into the air of the small room. Whoa! You look over and watch Tavian flip over so his feet are facing the ceiling. You do the same, turning upside down. Your feet stick towards the ceiling, ready for gravity to switch back on. But for a moment, you float with Tavian, weightless and free from the forces of the world. He stares at you with his emerald eyes, a soft smile on his face. You can't help but smile back. A part of your brain wants this fleeting moment to last forever. But then the gravity switches back on. You both slam onto the ground, your feet catching you, but just barely. You stumble, adjusting to the disorienting switch. Tavian holds you, making sure you're stable. Are you okay? I don't need your help. Brush him away and straighten your shoulders, fighting the wave of dizziness overtaking you. Suit yourself, we're here. The stone swings open, revealing a new world. The ground is no longer covered in snow. The land is lush, warm, and welcoming. The worn, tree-lined path leads out of the wayward waystone cave as if it's not merely a neglected rock, but a treasured relic maintained with love. Tavian whispers something under his breath and then pressures a thumb to your forehead. You feel the odd sensation of a wave crashing against you, and then it fades. There, I've used my magic to give you a disguise. There's a minor illusion spell. No one will know who you are, princess. You will look the same to yourself and to me, but on none other. Feel your face and skin of your cheek suddenly unfamiliar. Are you sure? I can't let people know I'm here. You were right before I'm a target. You'll be safe with me, I promise. Come, Menci will be in the throne room, I'm sure. Let's not waste any time. With a hesitant step to the world that seems almost too familiar, you follow Tavian into the tree-lined path. You just have a throne sitting out in the middle of nowhere? Okay. After a brief walk, you enter the enormous outdoor courtyard in the heart of Avakiri. The town is bustling with more Fae than you've ever seen in your entire life. Thousands of Fae mingle about, talking, laughing, drinking, and eating, reclining on colorful pillows and stone chairs. Plopped in the middle of the courtyard is a large ancient throne covered in vines. Menci, druid of water, sits upon the raised throne with a smug smile on her face. Intricate tattoos are etched into her bald head, the marks of a wild one. I wonder... I never see Aria's tattoos. If she's the Midnight Star, she must have them. I guess her hair would hide them, though. You blink at Menci's spirit companion, Wadu the serpent, curls around her left arm. Tavian strides up to Menci in full confidence. Your steps stutter as you approach, hesitant, sitting in. Tavian notices and grasps your shoulder reassuringly. Nothing to fear, princess, trust me. You both approach Menci, her face darts to yours, recognizing it as a stranger. Her eyes analyze you with head to toe, the sharp gaze cutting through you like daggers. Tavian Gray, it has been far too long since we've been graced by your presence. What brings you to my corner of Avakiri? I'm here to learn, Menci. I have heard rumors, you see. Rumors of the Midnight Star's return, of power being restored, of war being waged against the vampires, and so I came to seek the truth. You sit still, quiet, waiting and worrying. Menci has proven herself a ruthless and deadly foe, and right now, she's watching your every move. Tavian could easily betray me at any moment. Tell her who I am. Let her buy me. And... somehow I still trust him. Menci flicks her hand, and a servant runs up to her, handing her a silver goblet. She takes a long drink, pausing. So much talk, so many rumors, some of merit, others less. This much is true. We will soon have the Midnight Star in our control. As for the vampires, well, they will meet their end soon enough. Their reign is ended, and it is our turn now. Our turn to reclaim what is ours. Tavian smirks to himself. Is that so? He looks up at the sky, collecting his thoughts. People speak of your defeat at Stonehill while they cower and drink away their sorrows, and yet you speak of victory. You were not prepared, Menci. What you're doing is plain arrogance. Is he trying to get us killed? Who does he think he is, questioning a druid? Because he is a druid. Menci laughs. It's a wicked sound, and it feels like ice water is being poured down your back. I have weapons, magic, an army, and what's more, I have a powerful ally. One of the princes of hell seeks to ensure our victory from within. You feel Tavian flinch at those words, as though Menci's confirmed a dark suspicion in his. One of our half-brothers is working with Menci? Which one would betray us like that? If I had to guess, I'd say Finn. He's Faye, so rumors say. Asher. He has a lot of tricks up his sleeve. Dean. I'm gonna go with Dean. Come, Tavian. I would very much love for you to join me. Give up your vagabond's ways, and I will make you wealthier than you can imagine. I will give you anything your heart desires, so long as you help us defeat our enemies. Tavian grins again, considering this. He seems amused by Menci's offer. You gaze back at him, pleading in your eyes. He shakes his head, ushering your fears away. An excellent opportunity, I'm sure, but I'm done with war, Menci. You know this, and the fact that you still offered, it crosses a line. Menci's smile finally leaves her face. She slowly stands from her throne as her guards snap at attention. How disappointing. Have you not brought me anything then? Do tell me, who is this friend of yours? Has she a tongue? Tavian is quick to cover for you. This is Darnsa, my apprentice. We were just passing through and wanted to pay our respects. I have nothing to offer this visit, but if you have a request, I will do my best to oblige. Oh, Tavian Gray, you disappoint your majesty. Menci waves her hand in your direction. You feel the same rush, like a wave breaking over you, but in reverse. Look here, not a mere apprentice at all, but rather Kayla Windhelm, the bastard shade of the late king, a pretty prize indeed. Damn my illusion, my disguise! I'm so sorry, princess. Magic's stronger than I thought. Don't apologize, just tell me how to get out of this. What do I do? Nothing. As I said before, you always will be safe when you're with me. Tavian shoots back at Menci. Kayla's with me. Under my protection. I'm in need of a good blacksmith, and she makes a fine travel companion. Ah, but I will pay you handsomely for her. Rumor has it you want a small fortune. I will provide you with a large one. All you do is leave her the girl with here. This is what Tavian always wanted. I need to reason with Menci. She's after the wrong person. Threaten Menci, shades are a wild card. Stand firm and silent. You unsheath your sword, but do not step forward. You stand still, your eyes glaring into the druids. I wouldn't try attacking this one, druid of the water. You feel the edge of Kayla's blade before you can even lay a hand on her. And if it's me you're taking aim at, well, a low growl forms under Tavian's breath. The air thickens between the three of you. Menci, you don't wish to press me. Kayla and I will be leaving now. Guards! Menci screams as dozens of armed soldiers surround you, drawing their blades from their sheaths. You place your back to Tavian in a stance to fight them off. Tavian lets your back meet his, but then raises a hand to stop you. Trust me. Please. Tavian, fine. You look at him, his green eyes soothing you. You nod at him, staying at his side. I thought our backs were back to back, now we're side to side. I'm confused. Tavian looks back at Menci standing tall. He growls, and the energy of it seems to impact the guards like a shockwave. Suddenly the air feels sick, smoky. The sky slowly turns dark as mysterious clouds form to block out the sun. Candles flicker out, smoke fills the space around you. The air crackles with low rumbling thunder, and lightning fills the sky. Tavian speaks again, louder and deeper than you've ever heard before. Have you forgotten who I am, Wild One? Do you take me for a common fae? Menci's eyes widen as she takes a step back. Her serpent on her arm recoils, hiding. I'm merely... She pauses, a glimmer of fear in her face you never thought you'd see. She flicks her wrists again, indicating to the guards to step back. After the display of power, they gracefully do so, stepping away from the two of you. Light returns to the world as the clouds move away from the sun. The air returns to its former crispness. Menci backs up step by step and stumbles back onto her throne. She coughs and tries to pick her dignity up off the floor. Now, Tavian. No need for all that. It was just a friendly request. Of course, you and the Shade are free to go. Tavian wastes no time. He takes you and turns. You both quickly exit, not daring to look back at the defeated druid. All the guy did was flick his wrist of power. Once you're safely out of the city, you look up at Tavian. Who are you, Tavian? Who are you to scare a druid? Let's just say, I'm not one to be trifled with. You both walk back to the waystone, returning to a world you're familiar with. Interesting. Well, with that being said, I hope y'all did enjoy the video. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And down in the description below, links to social media, Discord, and if you'd like to support yours truly, it would be much appreciated. Also consider hitting that join button on YouTube. And without further ado, catch you all in the next video. Peace.